duper duper. Are you wanting to leave the studio? I'm gonna stay in the studio. Woo! I was reading the content or whatnot, y'all. Listen, I'm so excited about you know, this movement, transformation. Super duper excited, y'all. Cause it has led me to do a workout in my home, come to this computer and get it done. Stay connected, y'all. Stay truly connected because we're growing more and more each day. If you don't know, I am Coach Diamond. I'm going to be the host of the D Youth Coaching Academy workshops and master classes that I will be hosting, regardless if they're Zoom or in building or in person or wherever we are. I just get the work. That's all I do. I just get the work. I'm obedient and I listen to God and whatever it is that He needs me to do. I go ahead and get started on it and I do it. Like, I mean, who has their LLC before you get started? So that's what I did. And ever since I did that, I've been on go from day one to really keep up with my own transformation. And it's a personal development transformation that I went on. And I discovered my purpose. And after discovering my purpose, I stepped into my calling by following my purpose. And even my purpose wasn't comfortable at times, I still had to be resilient and obedient in what it is that I wanted to do. And I did that. So let me tell y'all something. No matter where you are in life, no matter what you're doing, you need to take the time out to discover you, who you are. You are the goal. You are the process. You are everything to you more than the fact that you are to anybody else, okay? People will treat you like they want to treat you all because their own self-being, and you have to really start stepping out your comfort zone to really be who you're called to be no matter your circumstances. And when I say that, I say it resiliently because no matter if you were accepted by mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, brother, or whatever, you are still somebody. And when you know what you know, then you can apply the things that you need because of who you know. And what you're growing is for whose you need of them to know, right? What unique people, honey. We unique. You ain't got time. You do not have time to really, like, you can sit down and analyze it, but it still has to come out as you, as person, as your very best self, okay? Even in trials and tribulations, and no matter the circumstances, it's almost like, Jordan, come open the, y'all give me 5 minutes. It's almost like every time you get started on something, people show up and, boo, I'm on live, please. So listen, this is the time where you make that transformation, even into who you are becoming, okay? Because life is life, and you're gonna be lifing. I mean, you're gonna have circumstances, you're gonna have resilient moments in your life, you're gonna have times you got to really, step up and step out for your very best self. But at the end of the day, you got to know who you are. And the reason I say that, I say it for purpose because when you angry, upset, and mad, like what you requesting from somebody else, you can do it. I mean, you have the ability to step forward in life because I wanted people to build a team of resilient individuals. Well, I was like, okay, it's taking too long. Whew, get started. And I did, but I got started only because, the tragic that I lived through. Like, what God don't kill you, in the storms that you be in, he makes you stronger. My words are very different, very unique. And just because I don't say it like your big CEO or or the people that you looking for them to really explain it to you in the ways that they think they're supposed to be explaining it in, doesn't mean I'm not on a level that I should be right there with you. It's all about you giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. Love, grace, mercy. But a lot of people don't have that anymore. And so when it comes to YouTube TV and live streams and all of that fun stuff, good stuff, let me tell y'all something. That is the time for you to get out your own way, because you can build your own resilient, whatever it is that you want to do. You have a purpose in life. You have a story, you have a voice, you have a life. You have so much to offer to different people out here. You just don't want to get out your own way and really get up and go do that. Like, this is just part of an episode from my home. So I'm telling y'all, when the day you decide to get out your own way, let's connect, let's grow. Let's become bigger versions of our own self. Now, we ain't no competition. You're your own competition. You ain't even got to face the factors of what's going on over there. You got to face what you want to be or to become. That's the hard part. That is truly the hard part. So listen, I encourage you to get out your own way, make the connection, and connect with me all this week, because this week is very, very, very special to me. Okay? Very special to me. I connected with this lady named Miss Diane. First it was Dr. Sonia. Then it was Miss Diane. First it was Trent Shelton, Dr. Sonia, and Miss Diane. Actually, it was Trent Shelton. And then it was, just coaches that I was connected to with Trent, and then it was Trent Shelton to Brendan Bouchard. Coach Brendan led me to working on my very best self, through Growth Day. After Growth Day, I had to tap into who I really wanted to become, because it was a challenge every day, y'all. Every day of my life, it was a challenge. And so going through those 4 challenges was amazing for me, because it unlocked me in every area of my life. Transformation. And it was quick because, adult ADHD. Then it unlocked me again based off of stepping into my identity. I had to take the wigs off back in the day and really grow something. Born with nothing, but had to grow something, right? Okay, so I had to grow some hair. So I started with locks. And then of course these are not locks, but I started with locks. Then after the locks, after the locks, of course, I went back to this, because I discovered my purpose. I lived my purpose. I saw what my purpose was. I tapped into my purpose. I identified the things that I needed in my purpose, which was nothing but God and life and, support, love, real love, and a connection. And then when I stepped forward to get out my own way after the trauma, like the whisper said, you need to sit down somewhere. You need to get married. You need to become you. You need to find your soulmate. You need to discover your full, authentic you, so you can stop plotting and planning and doing other things for other people that don't even serve you no good. There it was, y'all. And I said it just in that order. Because I was resilient, but bold back then. I was bold, crazy bold, but I lived a little. And sometimes that's what it takes. You got to live a little to get out your own way, to learn something so that you can be who God is calling you to be. So if you haven't even lived a little, to see and discover any or everything that is authentic for you, you skipping out on some things, and that's not healthy. Okay? And so I encourage you to really get out your own way and start living a little if you haven't started. But you can still connect to the personal development. You can still connect to the personal development journey of growing into who you're becoming, solving problems, that you wanted the answers to back in the day by learning who you authentically are is power. All right. Not everybody's going to tell you that because don't nobody like to focus on mindset and behavior and resilient building. They kind of like to skip over the negative behavior, even when they raising their kids. And that's not healthy. You got to focus on what it is that's that trigger that's making that behavior act out. Some people say it's other people. Can't be. It has to be an action of what you done dealt with. And if you still carrying that load, that baggage, that mindset of what you done dealt with and it's pulling you down, it is time for you to release it. In Jesus' name. Because you are somebody. And when you know you are somebody, it's time to release it, y'all. It's time to release it. So I encourage you to really connect with Coach Diamond. Step into your purpose. Learn who you authentically are right now. Okay? While you still have time. Live your purpose. Live your journey. Do whatever it takes for you. Whatever it takes. Like, y'all, I was investing in myself when I ain't had nothing to invest in. But I did it. 25, 50, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I mean, I did it. So when you always make an excuse for your very best self to grow, that's putting that hashtag right there. It's a problem. The problem is you. It ain't nobody else. You got to learn to get out your own way so that you can discover everything of you, all of you, and live a purposeful life today, not tomorrow, because you're not promised that. So I advise you, I ain't going to tell you I'm going to encourage, I advise you to really discover your true, authentic self. Why? Because I've always been this demanding woman to a certain point, but you can only demand to those that know they got it, okay? It leveled up another inch since I tapped into my personal development. But when you don't know you got it and haven't discovered it, you can't level up to that because you won't even release what you are not a product of. You don't have to sit in your toxicity. You can let it go. You didn't create it by yourself. So the day you decide to let it go is the day you're going to step into the boldness of who God has called you to be. Okay? So I hope you take something away from this besides my daughter just got out the tub and you can hear the water drainage. Probably heard the husband come in the house, shut the door, slam the door. I mean, it's life. Life be lifing. But you got to know who you are authentically and boldly for your very best true self. I can only keep it 1,000 for y'all, for real. Because when I tell you you can go through a storm, but if you allow that storm to tear you down, if you allow that storm to disrupt you on what you know for your very best self is what's next, then that's your fault. You got to know what it is. Okay? So I encourage you to get out your own way. I encourage you still. And start living a little and, experience what healing feels like and look like. Experience growth, confidence, belief, boldness, all that good stuff. And then guess what? You'll start making that transformation on purpose. Listen, I hope you connect this week because this week is vulnerable. This week is full. This week is just for you. Connect with Coach Diamond because I'm ready to grow. Live a little and do a little more for those individuals that's really out there ready to grow. So let's connect, y'all, because it's all about growing. That's all it is. All about growing and becoming your very best self. Let's talk and grow gently.